Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now you know what today is. You know today is Fri Fri Friday. Fri Fri Friday. Fri Fri Friday. It's actually 1 week from last Friday. And last Friday was day 3 of the Tiki Hut retreat. So we're kind of celebrating this whole week as post Tiki Hut retreat. The greatest, like I've done a lot of awesome things in my life. And I'm going to list a few of them right now. I've scored a lot of touchdowns when I was a younger man. I scored them in high school. I scored them in college. I've had, by all terms, massive business success. I've been around the world with Nick Walenda while he's walked across canyons and volcanoes and you name it. I've had, obviously I have a family. I've had success in writing books. I've had success in writing workbooks. I've had success in this last thing I'm going to talk about is triathlons. But I would just tell you this. Man, the Tiki Hut retreat was one of the most rewarding accomplishments me and certainly a team has ever had. Now, why do you say that? Well, I say it because it took a team effort. It took a collaborative of our Wired Differently team. It took a collaborative of people following on this show, like Jay and Jason. So many people, Christina, and Heather, and Abby. And gosh, I could go on the list. You guys are on there right now. But it took a lot of people. It took an idea. It took a thought. I put it on my whiteboard, and we played it out, right? And then it came to life. And then it actually started to breathe, right? And then there was a few, and then there was a few more, and then there was almost 50, and then there was a collection of people. Man, there's more of us out there. This whole week has been about realizing that more of us are out there. And I kind of wanted to start off today because really today is the last day we can celebrate the Tiki Hut retreat because I'm not going to be live tomorrow, and tomorrow would be the last day, and day 4 was the bomb, man. Day 4, we laid it down. We really brought it hard. We didn't get through all the curriculum, so we came to class an hour early. Everybody showed up an hour early. They weren't required to come to the last day was a 9 o'clock show up instead of an 8 o'clock show up. Everybody was there at 8 o'clock. We called an audible. And, it was great. And we just let it rip, potato chip. Good morning, everybody. It's Fri Fri Friday. I don't want to let you down, but I'm just going to want to tell you what's going on Friday today. And I'm going to do some things this morning that are super cool. I'm going to talk to you about my latest endeavor, like the coolest things that ever happened to me. And the Tiki Hut retreat is right up there. It's most fresh. It's relevant. And we're talking about it this morning because today would be day 3. Tomorrow's day 4. So we're going to talk about day 3, day 4. Day 3 was basically Your Will Be Done, the keynote. And we started to talk and we gave people recognition. And we did a lot of things. We did the excursion on Egmont Key, which was phenomenal. And then at the end of the night, they came all the way back to my house and everybody partied here like it was 1999. It was so much fun in the Tiki Hut, out on the water, under the tent. We had professional NFL players coming, a reuniting of old friends. I mean, uh-oh. Hello?
You know your voice sounds funny.
Oh, what's it sound like?
Like a chipmunk.
Really?
Yes.
Is everybody laughing?
There was one comment that said, "Don't tell him too funny." So I thought, oh, he doesn't know.
Well, I don't know. So listen, I better go to my comments right here. Man, love it. Good morning. Well, everyone's saying, oh, let me see, because let's see. Let's try this voice here. Let's see something going on here.
How does this sound? Hello, everybody? Abby, can you hear me?
Yeah, well, I can hear you, but I can't. I gotta pull up the wires too.
Well, I think I sound funny. Hey, what do I sound like? Do I sound like a monster? Hello, everybody. Okay. That's all. How about a large robot? How's that? Does that sound any better? Let me see what's going on here. I know the answers to this. My man Sailor was on my mixer. Can you guys hear me? All right. Now let's look into this. All right, everybody, monster. Okay. All right, let's knock it out. All right. This should be better. How does that sound? How do I sound? Am I back on regular voice?
Let me see what. I gotta get to
How's it sound, everybody? Jason, perfect?
Yeah, you sound better.
I can't wait for this replay, man. Perfect. All right, here we go. You guys got to understand this. This is what I'm talking about. Wired differently. I apologize. I don't know. It was on Duckling or whatever. So listen, I'm sure the playback was monumental. But where was I? So I wanted to talk to you about this morning. Hey, we got 7 minutes into the monologue as a duckling or a little chipmunk or something, but I think it's going to be hilarious. It's Fri Fri Friday, and I just want you to understand that we're talking about like there's more of us out there too, and I know you can, I know you can rejoice. I know you can rejoice with the voice. I know you can rejoice with this idea that, man, we're all like wired differently. We're all here having fun, and we're all having this euphoria, if you will, of our week after the Tiki Hut retreat. And so I was just sharing with you now in my normal voice that here we are on we're day 3 of Tiki Hut retreat on a Friday. Tomorrow's day 4 of 1 week after Tiki Hut retreat. And I was just reflecting on what day 3 meant to capture your dreams. And day 4, we crushed it with virtual MBA, the Wire Differently virtual MBA. And so I wanted to kind of share some stuff with you this morning. I'll speed it up for you guys a little bit because I know we wasted some time with the duckling voice, but I really have some great things today because I wanted to share with you this idea. There's more of us out there, you know, and when we gathered at the Wired Differently Tiki Hut retreat, we realized that people came from all over the country. We realized that there's people we hadn't seen or known, but we'd seen them on Facebook. But when we got together as a community, it was remarkable. And by far, the biggest feedback I got was from people who were super excited about like Egmont Key and coupling up and doing the scavenger hunt. And then even afterwards, I know people had dinner together and went out to the pool together. And I know most of all of us are connecting and shared digits and did all those things. But so here's the thing, there's more of us now, and now more of us, and we're going to grow this community. And I was on the phone with Carl Bryant, who is the founder of the software that we've partnered with. And we spoke for about an hour yesterday. And he was so excited to hear about the success that we're having that no one else is having in the country, in the world with our process and where we're going. But I had to explain to him, I said, this isn't as much about a software as it's about a business mindset, movement, mission, and a ministry and a community that we're building. And so I want you all to understand that you are part of a community that's going to blow up. You're part of a community that is already blown up all over the world called Christianity. You're part of a fraction of a Christianity community that wants to specialize in doing business, doing themselves, and doing it in a spiritual way, and sharing this Wire Differently gospel and message throughout the world. And this is going to happen. And I had a series of meetings with people that already have world tentacles that are excited to do business and partner with us. So I want you to know how exciting that is. There are more of us out there, and it's not just confined to IMG. It's not just confined to, you know, the United States. This is a bigger deal. But before I go on to what I wanted to take you through today is because day 4 of the Tiki Hut retreat was so spectacular. I wanted to take this week out with it on a tutorial of the Wired Differently Academy, the Wired Differently Coaching Academy, the virtual MBA, which is the legs, the ground, the basis, the foundation of all this teaching we're going to be able to do for you personally, spiritually, and profitably in your business. But first of all, I wanted to just kind of show you what we got here. I wanted to announce to this group first and foremost this exciting situation here. This is it, man. So this is our community. This is our group. This is what we do. This is how we're going to do it. And this is my 3rd book, Your Will Be Done. I'm so excited about this. Is the official cover. Man, you guys, I know you have, I'm not going to say you have no idea. I'm going to say that you do have an idea and you understand what it takes to build a business. You understand what it takes to be successful in this world. You understand. I mean, you appreciate how much work it takes to write a book, to put a Tiki Hut retreat together. You understand what it takes to build a business, build a family, and do everything all at once. And I just want to thank you guys for the appreciation and in advance for the purchases of this book. May 31st, on my birthday, we will be launching this book on pre-sales. And we're going to have an amazing deal. We're going to have an amazing deal for everybody out here on the pre-sale of Your Will Be Done. And I just want to share it with this group first. I want to talk to you about it. I want you to understand that Your Will Be Done is an amazing book. It's the 3rd book of my Wired Differently Odyssey. And it's the last book of the Wired Differently Odyssey. And I want to preface that is that I felt like I had a calling, I had a mission, and to go out there and do this and build this. And as the coaching came, it really became more and more clear to me what my mission was, what I was supposed to do. And I got to be completely honest. In 2018, when I started writing my first book, Wired Differently, it was meant for my children. But I wanted people to know, what is Wired Differently? What is Wired Differently about me? What is Wired Differently about them? It's a beautiful, beautiful book, a great foundational book. But I knew that the book I really wanted to write was how to become wired differently. But I couldn't write how to become wired differently until I felt like I wrote What is Wired Differently, which was my first book. And then I couldn't write how to become wired differently until I wrote, why we are wired differently, which is my second book entitled Wired Differently, Drift Again. Thank you for buying. We've sold 15,000 books, man. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, what that means to me to be able to say so many books, so many, you put your thoughts in a word and then you put it out into the universe, and then someone buys a book and then they open it up and they read your thought and then it goes into their brain. And there's a lot of responsibility to that. You just can't just write a book. You have to create a will. You have to create a message that is fair and is smart and is cognizant of going into somebody else's brain, because there's no other way to really, really channel deep into somebody's brain unless they read it. And so the 3rd book is titled Your Will Be Done. And this book is how to become wired differently. And so this was my first book. This was my first book, but I didn't know how to write a book, right? I didn't know how to write a book. Not a lot of us don't know how to write a book. A lot of us don't even know how to really journal, but we just have to start journal. But this was my 3rd book, but I realized I like, God says, "Lord, you write this one and then write this one, and then we can close with this one." And I did gradually come out as a Christian more aggressively from my first book to my second book and my 3rd book, which is clearly full on a Christian book, a Christian motivation mindset book. And so what I want to talk to you about this book, though, is that this book is extra special. And I want everyone to hang on, because at the end of this message today, I'm going to be doing a complete tutorial of my Will Be Done through the Wired Differently Academy. And I'm going to take you through a 5 to 7 minute tutorial of the Wired Differently Academy, because that's my will. My will to be done today is to share that webinar process, that tutorial, because I want you to see what people are signing up for all over the country, from the Tiki Hut retreat all the way to online, signing up and clicking, and where this book is going to take people. So the book is this process and the culmination of how to become wired differently. And so I wanted to share with you that I am your functional coach. I am a functional business coach. And that's why we needed to talk about what is wired differently, why is wired differently, and how to become wired differently, because that's the concept. Every good book, every great following, every great movement, every relevant piece in your life that has meaning has a concept to support it and build to and go towards. And the concept of your will be done, drift again, and wire differently, all of this idea of where is your mind and how can you control your own will. You see, most of us are walking around out there. If you're not wired differently, and you're not certified wired differently, and you're not listening and paying attention, a lot of us are just walking around out there, and the world is pouring thoughts into our mind, pouring thoughts into our subconscious. The world is actually just feeding us 24/7, and we don't understand how that is populating our subconscious. And God says, don't look at it that way. I need you to understand that if you don't have control of your subconscious, then that world does. And I want people to understand, Todd, tell them, explain to them that I've created their mind and their subconscious after my own image. And I've created it to be supercharged, to go out and seek and get the things that are put into your subconscious. And if you put it into your subconscious, you are going to go get it. And regardless if you put it in or the world puts it in, your mind or your subconscious is going to go get that cheeseburger. It's going to go get that My Pillow. It's going to go get that alcohol. It's going to go get that vape. It's going to go get that bad movie. It's going to go get that, thing that wrecks your marriage. It's going to go get that thing. And that's one of the things that I think everybody needs to understand is this super conscious, subconscious is a super driver, harpoon-like mentality that goes, seeks, destroys, and gets, because that's how God designed it. And what the message really ultimately is after you understand what is wired differently, your ability to wire your mind differently, why we're wired differently, because that's how we were designed. And then last but not least, how to become truly wired differently is to protect that subconscious. And the only way to protect your subconscious is to put a filter in your subconscious, right? And God talks to us about 2 Timothy 4:7. He talks about us with John 3:16. He talks about, listen, I made you in my image, so bring me into your heart, into your life, so I can be that filter in your subconscious. So that when you see the things in the world and they drop into your subconscious, God is in there helping you filter that. Now, don't get me wrong. God's will is the most omnipotent will. He wants you with him. He wants all those things to happen. And this is not a preach time. I'm just telling you the facts of life. And if he's in there, he can help you decipher. That's a bad movie. Stop scrolling there. Stop thinking that. That's not going to help you. That's not going to make you more Christ-like. That's not going to help your marriage. That's not going to help your business. That's not going to help you make money. That's not going to help you profit in this world. He's going to help you with that. Otherwise, you're just roaming aimlessly in every commercial, every My Pillow, every Relief Factor, every ad you watch, it drops in your head, and your mind is downloading those things, and you're not purposely putting them in your subconscious. They're just falling there. The world is programming you, and you don't have the ability to understand that that's working that way. And so my calling to you is how to become wired differently. And that book entitled Your Will Be Done discusses the two types of will. There's only two types of will in this world. There's your will and there's God's will. And God gave us free will. So after you're born and you become a certain age, you got the prefrontal cortex and you're running your own life. And at some point you need to ask God into your heart. John 3:16 clearly tells us about that. But my point of it is we're all in this world. We all got the brain. We all got the neurons. We all got this opportunity, right? But my job as a coach, as a worldly coach, is to teach you how to use your subconscious regardless of whether you have God in your life or not, because it's there to be used, and we can program you to actualize things in your world and your life. And I can't really grow your wealth in your business until I really grow you personally. And then I can't really help you keep your wealth unless you start to grow spiritually, right? And then finally, once you're there, we're going to grow you profitably. So your will be done is going to talk about the two wills, your free will and God's will, and how it aligns and how we can use both of those, how we must use both of those to orchestrate our business and our life for the greatness of our family and other people. I'm very passionate. It's taken me almost a year and a half to write this book, 200 pages. And some of you laugh, how a year and a half to write 200 pages? Well, man, it's not easy, because especially when you're trying to build people in God's word, you don't want it to be wrong. I've spoke with several pastors. I've spoke with a lot of great leaders. I've had to rewrite this book in so many different ways, 3 different times. And you want to put a beginning, a middle, and an end together. You want it to be great. There's a quote in my second book that says, it seems like it takes a lifetime to write a book, but it only really lasts a lifetime, right? And so, yeah, it takes time. It takes time. Anything takes time. But think about what's lasting in those prints. What's lasting in your business? Are you creating things to last? So Your Will Be Done is a magnificent book. And you say, Todd, is it a business help book? Yeah, it's a business help book. But it doesn't have secret formulas in it. None of my business help books that are Christian faith-based have a lot of success formulas in them. They have real life formulas. They have this mind control, this mind manipulation, or this mind understanding, this mind mastery piece in it that I need you to all have and understand and dominate. You see, one of the principles I teach, and we're going to go into this tutorial next here, is one of the principles I teach is market dominating position, the MDP, market dominating position. And see, I'm building Wired differently, just like I'm going to be helping you build your company. I want Wired differently to have a market dominating position. And my market dominating position is to be known as America's coach. And my market dominating position is to let you know that my mission statement is going to be, I'm going to grow you personally, spiritually, and profitably. And that my market dominating position as a title or as a coach description is that I'm a functional business coach. A lot of you know my daughters went through a lot of things, and she had type 1 diabetes, and she's cured. God cured her. We cured her. My wife cured her. We went through it. She's cured. She'll say, Dad, I'm not cured, but yes, you are. You don't take shots anymore. You eat like a regular person. You're just controlled. We reversed the entire immunity system. We reset the pancreas. We caught it early enough. God blessed us, recharged her pancreas. Her numbers are off the chart good again, and she's moving through it. She's not going to be able to eat donuts every day or sugar, but she has a diet she can eat, and she's not putting fake insulin into her body. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That's because my daughter's healed. But she's not healed because the doctor we took her to originally, the hormone doctor, said, take these shots. Call me in a week. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. Don't worry, your life will just adjust. It'll be like every day. You'll just be taking 3-4 shots, and you'll be reading your blood, and you don't have to prick your finger anymore because we've got a buzzer on your arm that goes to your cell phone, a Dexcom meter. I'm going to go long today. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going long. It's Friday. She reversed the curse. My wife reversed the curse. I helped reverse the curse. We went to a functional doctor. The functional doctor said, listen, I'm your doctor. Unfortunately, he said, give me $20,000. And I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit later, because I am called to figure out how we're going to do a non-for-profit for juvenile diabetes. There's too many people getting diagnosed with diabetes that can be reversed. And they're just being put into a program to take the shot because they don't have the money to get a functional doctor. Sad, but true. And I'm grateful for doctors. I'm grateful. I know if you're a doctor out there, you might be peed off at me. I don't care. I'm just telling you what happened in my life. And I'm telling you, man, that insulin isn't the answer right away out of the gate for these children. We have found out that my daughter's entire type 1 diabetes started out with gluten intolerance, and she ignored it. Little brat. We told her, quit eating bread. Quit carrying on like that. Yeah, Kara, I called you a brat. But end of the day, you got through it. You got through college. You had a lot of stress with softball, all kinds of things. All these things pressed down on her body and started to move to the weakest part of her body. But little did we know that the weakest part of her body was her pancreas, and it came through her gut. It came through her. It came through all of the gluten intolerance, and then it came through the stress. And then the final knockout blow for Kara was COVID. The spike protein ignited the entire pancreas to die, ignited the gluten intolerance. It focused everything, all of her weakness. Her body was done in disarray. She had 3 shoulder surgeries. We had the stress of softball. We had the stress of boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. We had the stress of getting A's in college and going to be a master's degree, and the stress of being successful in life. And you put all that together and you get hit with COVID, and all of a sudden her vulnerable body is struck down. The spike protein struck down and attacked her pancreas and shut it down, putting her into a virtual coma. We took her to the hospital during a hurricane. They revived her, brought her back together, and said she's got type 1 diabetes. They sent her home with a box of shots. We went to a hormone doctor. They sent her home with more box of shots and insulin. You'll be fine. Just take the shots. Now, I got to point to this because I'm telling you, your business is no different than what Kara is going through in her life. You can't just go treat the pancreas. You got to treat the gluten intolerance. You got to treat the shoulder injury. You got to treat the stress. You got to treat the spike protein that set everything off in a spiral. You got to reverse the curse. You got to deconstruct. We've talked about this 100 times. I'm preaching to you. I love you guys so much. I'm telling you, you got a problem in your life. Stop. Call time out. Reverse the curse. Go all the way back to the beginning, like little sailor with his Darth Vader and his Legos. He had to go all the way back to the beginning of the Lego, man. We talked about this, man. I didn't mean to be preachy today, but this is a true story, life stuff, man. Hang on here with me. You can't reverse the curse unless you go to the basics. And we went to the basics. My wife and I and my daughter just ate meat, salt, and water. We reversed the curse. We reset the baseline. I was just talking with Rod Harper, my good friend, the other day. You all got to see him from the Tiki Hut. He was praying and preaching with us. And I thought we were going to go there to talk about coaching, which we ultimately did. It was a great lesson. Thank you, Rod. You were brilliant, and I'm glad to have you as a coach and be your coach and a student. But at the end of the day, Rod wanted to talk about if he needed to stop eating sugar because 3 of his members in his family have type 2 or type 1 diabetes, and he's very, very concerned because he's lost 2 of them. It's no joke, man. And then while we were eating lunch, another lady came up with us and said, "Are you guys coaches? What are you doing in life? Tell me about it." And we ended up praying with her because her brother's dying of diabetes or something in a hospital down the road. And never knew her before. And she was worried about his salvation. I'm just telling you, man, there's an eruption of a movement going on here. And you're part of it. But we reversed the curse, right? We deconstructed it, right? We put a system together now, and I'm getting to something here. Now, Kara's on a system, and we're slowly adding carbohydrates. We're slowly adding foods, and she has not had a shot in over 9 weeks. 9 weeks. No, she's not going to eat normal sugar, but none of us should be eating all that all the time. Right? Just, do it. Do it as a gift. But point of the matter is she doesn't have that, but she has her life. She's not putting fake things in her life, and her pancreas is coming back to life. Now, my point of this matter is how many people in this juvenile diabetes cohort has been diagnosed, take the shot, never had an opportunity to reverse the curse, and it's been tethered to insulin the rest of their life. We can't have that in this wired differently world, because a functional doctor wasn't available for them, because a functional doctor is not covered under insurance, because a functional doctor looks at blood and looks at logic and looks at the whole body and solves the whole body, solves the root of the problem, doesn't just put a Band-Aid on the problem. So my point is this, and all the way around, praise God, right? But I'm a functional coach. You can't come to any of my events coming forward not realizing you're going to get personal growth, spiritual growth, and then business growth. And it's going to come in that order in some sort. It's always going to come business profitability growth later, because we can't grow the profits or the fruit in our life until we get ourselves right. We told that story about the little boy and the puzzle. Get the man right, get the world right. And if we don't have God in our spiritual or some control or some focus of a higher being in our life, that we don't have the ability to focus ourselves on it and put others in front of us, right, to do those things right. And if we get those right, then the money I'm going to show you how to make. I'm going to show you how to make whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm that damn good. But we've got to get the man right. We've got to get the spirituality right. And the business piece is going to come right in line with it. And it's going to be easy, and you're going to keep it. Because I'm America's coach. America's coach. I'm a functional business coach. That's my niche. That's my lane. No one else is doing it. No one else is calling it that. That's us. I'm proud to have you come on board, right? I see the followers following. It's awesome. It's an awesome day to be here. It's an awesome day to be a Fri Fri Friday. So stand by. We're going to be doing something for juvenile diabetes. We're going to be doing something for functional doctors going forward. I don't know when it is or how it's going to be, but I just want you to know that one of these days you're going to wake up and you're going to see this non-for-profit. And I'm saying it on live, on air right now, so I will do it. I'm not going to name it and claim it and then not do it, right? My will be done. My will be done. I claimed it. I'm saying I'm going to do this. I have free will. I'm anointed. God said your will is to talk about this stuff today. God's will is omnipotent. God's will is first. God's will is where we're supposed to be at life. And he also gave us our free will to make decisions. I made this decision on his behalf. We're going to figure this out. I think that if we could even save one child, teach one child with our will to reverse the curse, then it's a winner chicken dinner. So what I want to do is take us out. I know it's been 32 minutes, and this is a bonus hour, so stick around if you want to stick around. Here, let's just do an official ending, and then I'm not going to sign off because I don't want to be a ducky voice all day. I don't want you to remember as a ducky voice. So let's just do it. Because what's going to happen now is I'm going to sign off officially. It's your America's coach, your functional doctor, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to do the virtual MBA. I can't wait to take you through it. All right. And I'm going to do a webinar right now online for everybody. And you're going to love this because a functional coach hits all three. Right. So that's where we're going to go. So let me give you my closing. Let me give you my closing stuff that I do. And then we'll come back and we're going to have the bonus. You ready for this? You guys ready for this? All right. This was a great show. I know I ran over. I know I had a chipmunk voice in the beginning, and we're going to blame that on my grandson, Sailor. I don't know why he was on my mixer, but I love it. I love that kid. He's 9 years old, and he's brilliant, and he reminds me of it daily. Papa, I have an IQ of 140. What's yours? I don't have the heart to tell him, but it don't matter now, man, because risk and reward, making things happen. I just pour love into that young man, and I got to talk to him about playing with my mixer. So if you missed it, you got to come on. My monologue, I think I did in a chipmunk voice. I don't know what to tell you. But I will tell you my will be done. Your will be done. And more importantly, God's will be done. The two wills. There's a brilliant chapter in this book called The Two Wills. And it talks about this whole concept of God's will and our free will. And how we're going to put it together. How we're going to make it work in our life. How God's laid it out so that it can work together. It has to work together. I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about a non-for-profit one day that we're going to launch together here in Wired Differently and make that our non-for-profit, our mission. I shared with you the mission of Wired Differently being to be, do, think, life differently. I shared with you the 4 M's to motivate a mindset, a ministry, a movement, and a mission. I shared with you that our actual mission statement is to help you grow personally, grow spiritually, and grow profitably. I want you to understand that my elevator pitch to you would be, my job is to grow your fortune with what you have. My job is to coach you up personally, spiritually, and profitably. And I'm going to do that for you. Your will be done, because your will align with God's will, the Master's will. We have prayers for my daughter and all those juvenile diabetes people out there, Lord. Lift them up, be with them. Be with my Wired Differently community, our Wired Differently community. Be with all these people today. Help them seek functional answers. Help them seek a functional thought process. Help them seek a functional coach. Help them seek the functional side of things, to see all things for what they are before they make decisions and zero on too much. We're just grateful for the show, grateful for these people, grateful for this, your healing powers. We're just grateful. Now, I know Facebook might not allow me to boost this program today because I'm praying. But that just is what it is. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you for your will. And we ask, Lord, that your will be done. In your name, Jesus, we ask these things. Amen. All right. Thanks for hanging on here, you guys. It's great. So what I wanted to do is take this next section of our live and do an actual live webinar. And so the reason I want to do this is because it's an amazing thing that we've got going here. And when you talk about a functional coach, we all know that I'm a functional coach from the perspective. This is going to take about 7 or 8 minutes. So hang on. I'd love to have an audience. We all know a functional coach now is someone who looks at the whole of your life, the whole part of your body, the whole part of your mind. And I'm studying and working really hard at all this stuff so you don't have to do all the reading. But I do want you to follow up and make sure that you're hearing things the right way and seeing things the right way, and you're moving through your life in the right way. And I'm guiding you the way you need to be guided. So I'm going to pull up the virtual MBA. Someone out there just kind of tell me you're still on. Wow, we have lots of people still on. And I'm recording this. And I'm going to take you through this Wired Differently virtual MBA. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Jason, I see you at 8:09. You're there for me, brother. We sound good? He'll let me know in a second. Hi, Harold. I'm with you. I'm with you too, Harold. Wow, look at all these people. I just can't believe how we've grown. Latane, I called you yesterday. I'll try again this weekend. Look at everybody. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's just overwhelming, you guys. So listen, all you successionaires out there, all you Tiki Hut Retreat people, we are going to have a Tiki Hut Retreat Zoom call Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I'm going to be communicating live through the private group channel, Tiki Hut Retreat. So I'll come on live and we'll make sure everyone gets there on that. Our group meetings are always going to be 7 p.m. So make sure you guys are available at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm going to take you through the virtual MBA. I'm going to take you through the program of the coaching that you're getting. I'm going to take you through the extra things I'm going to be doing for all of you that you're not even aware of. And so I want to get everybody online and start this off. And that means everybody. That doesn't just mean level 2s and level 3s. Thank you, level 3s. Thank you, level 2s. But level 1s, those of you that didn't take 2 or 1, are automatically on level 1 by attending the Tiki Hut retreat. So you have this software we're going to go over, and I'm going to be coaching you on it Wednesday night, as well as level 2s and level 3s. This is your asset. This is your weapon. This is an amazing tool. And so I'm going to take you through it right now. And I'm super excited to talk to you about it. So basically, everybody, welcome to the Wired Differently Functional Business Coach, right? Your entrepreneur business coach. And I want to just show you what you get with their virtual MBA. I'm super excited to share this with you. I'm super excited to show you something that virtually no one else in the world is coaching the way we're coaching functionally. We're coaching you personally, we're coaching you spiritually, and we're coaching you profitably. So we all know how we're doing it personally when I'm pouring my life into you and my stories and my thoughts into you. We know how we're doing it spiritually when God's doing it through the Bible and I'm talking about it and we're doing things and moving our life. But this is the profitability piece of being wired differently. This is the profitability piece of Wired Differently coaching and the virtual MBA. I don't know who you are or where you are out there, but I want to know you. But I want you to understand that you've paid at least $1,200 a year for this product, and we're grateful to have you. And we break it out into basically $99 a month payments. There are other ways to get this virtual MBA. You get it for free if you come to a Tiki Hut retreat. It's all part of the package. We include it for you. There may be specials we'll be running out there for people on and off over time to get you into this virtual MBA. But the significant piece about this virtual MBA, my friends, is that it's for you. It's for your own study. It's for your own pace. You're not getting me with this product. I want you with me with this product. I'm with you in spirit. But if you want me to go along this journey with you, we have 2 other packages. We got the package where I'm with you monthly, 3 times in different ways. And then there is the one-on-one coaching where I'm with you every week and I'm taking you through this program. So let me explain the program. So the program is a virtual MBA, and you get it on the Wired Differently Academy. And this is what you get. You will get access to this massive page here. It's about 20 tiles. I don't know, 30 tiles here. And these tiles are your gateway into your virtual MBA world. It's not only just a virtual MBA, because this virtual MBA is just this top part here where it says virtual MBA. And the virtual MBA coaching is in succession of 52 weeks of videos all along here. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm just going to kind of pop this open, and you're going to have, let's see, you're going to have 52 weeks of lessons that are going to drop down from here. And the first quarter is going to be the first tile. And then the next 120 days are going to be from this tile, right? And then the following tiles are going to work in sequence this way. And so every week, let's see if we can revive this. Let's see if this works a little better here. If we can go down here. Every week, you're going to get one of these of 52 weeks of videos through here. You're going to get dropped one a week for 52 weeks. So you can see weeks 1 through 12. You see weeks 13 through 28. You can see weeks 29 through 33. And you can see weeks 34 through 52. Now, what's super cool about that is in this virtual MBA, as these drip to you weekly, they're an hour to an hour and a half of coaching already included. You're going to get it. You're going to love it. And you're going to have this opportunity right here to have all of these 12 jump start tiles at your disposal, right? And so what you need to know is in your coaching here of these 52 weeks, you have all of these coaching tiles, all these 12 jump start pieces of building your company to be profitable and to be successful is all put into these 12 jumpstart tiles. Now, these jumpstart tiles are all in these 4 tiles and lessons broke out for you. But once you get done studying or doing the curriculum up here, you go here, and now you've got the videos and all the curriculum at your hand that you can watch separately and go through the curriculum individually if you want to go back in a different mindset or more organized. So let's say you're in here and you want to do market dominating position, and you want to dial into market dominating position. After you've done the classes, you click on market dominating position, and it pulls up all the study information that's already on the videos that were there for you. So you don't have to go through the class structure, but you can go right into it. So this is the virtual MBA up here. This is all the drip. 52 lessons are going to get dripped to you over 52 weeks. Keep up. And if you get behind, you can do 2 a week or do what you need to do. Now, when I'm coaching you in level 2, I'm going to be group coaching you. I'm going to have a group of people once a month. We're going to go over the entire month of learning, and I answer questions over an hour or so, and we're going to do that. I'll have one-on-ones with you on your own personal business, how we can take these things you're learning and pouring into your company. Jumpstart 12, these are the strategies, and then your library for these. But I want to close this out real quick with you because I want you to see the Profit Accelerator resources. This is the last piece. So this is your this is your Wired Differently Academy, and this is your virtual MBA portion of the Wired Differently Academy. This is your videos and study portions of each designated Jumpstart 12 discipline over 12 months that we're teaching you. And last but not least, this is an evergreen resource center that I want you to understand. You have all of these 4 tiles are larger than all the tiles up here together when you start to look and dive into what's in here. Your additional deep dive 40 strategies are right here. We have other strategies like foundation. Let's talk about foundational teachers, policies, and procedures. Let's go into leads. You want to talk more about leads. Let's go into referral systems. Let's open that up. And boom, it's got a whole video and training session on referral system. Deep, deep, deep stuff, my friends. Days and days, years and years. This, honestly, for a virtual MBA, a non-accredited MBA, has more than many MBA courses I've ever seen or been through. So I want you to understand. Here, dive into direct mail. This is just one category or resource center. This is targeting certain things that you want done in your life and in your business. We're all at different places in this functional business piece of our lives. The business is like the body as well. Some of us need more help in sales. Some of us need more help in leads. Some of us need more help in operations. Some of us need more help in what? I know I needed help in policies and procedures. I needed a lot of help in that. So I can go target that. If I'm having trouble, look, I can take the Jumpstart 12. I can do the virtual MBA, but when I get to certain sections, I can go into transactions here, deep dive. I can understand simple strategies that are going to pull up for me, and I can listen and understand how to do those things. I mean, this is virtually an unlimited place of resources for just you and your business mindset. I guarantee you, this is going to take you to different places. Listen, that's just your Jumpstart Profit Acceleration right here. Resources. These are resources like, for instance, elevator pitch. A lot of you don't have an elevator pitch. I gave you my quick elevator pitch. What's your elevator pitch? I want you to understand what your elevator pitch is. My elevator pitch to you is, hey, Todd, what do you do? How are you doing? Well, listen, man, it's simple. My job is to obviously grow you personally, spiritually, and profitably. And I'm going to do that because I'm going to take you to your fortune from what you have, right? Boom. I want to build your fortune with you from what you have. Boom. That's my elevator pitch. So you need to have an elevator pitch. Simple stuff. Like if I want to help you build an elevator pitch, what I do in my coaching, I do that. And let's say you're a business coach and you want help building your elevator pitch. Boom. Here they are, man. Pull them up. Get it on like Donkey Kong. This is amazing, amazing stuff. I teach small business owners. I help small business owners. I help small business owners double their income doing what they love. I mean, it gives you a place to start with. We need a place of reference. A coach's job isn't just to show up and answer questions. A coach's job is to drive curriculum and give resources and train and train and train and train. Elevator pitch, resource center, amazing. Another resource center, let's see, here's one I like. Script library. You want to write a script for an advertising campaign? Script by industry. Go to your industry. Look for your industry. You're a remodeler. Here's a script. Thank you for calling remodeling. Yes, reception. I'm just telling you, there's stuff on here that you can't even think that you need, but you know you're going to need it when you start to scroll through it. This is a gift. Everybody at Tiki Hut Retreat gets this, how to write a compelling script. Here you go. I don't have to teach you. I can fine tune you, but I've got it all here for you. And I'm getting loud because this is such a ridiculous offering. It's such a ridiculous. If I would have had this type of help early on in my career, I'd have been wealthier a lot sooner and a lot less stress, and I probably would have had all the hair left on my head. Think about this. Everybody's better with a coach. Jumpstart strategy. We're in the $1 million business mindset. Fundamentals of building your $1 million business, how to systemize your business. I'm going to take you through these. You're going to go through them yourself. How to successfully buy a business. Boom.
How to buy a business.
21 minutes. A tutorial right there for you. I'm telling you, man, the work is done. The heavy lifting is done. All you have to do is sign up, go study, get the discipline, get on the virtual MBA, and change your life, your business life. Last thing I want to show you is case studies. These are case studies of marketing and business strategies that have been proven, that have been wrote up for you to learn from. Going flat, market going flat. Your market's going flat. Here's a case study. The CEO of a small telephone system company is looking for a way to stand out in a sea of competitors in a market that was going flat. Analysis. We took a close look at the company's strength. The ideal client profile was this, and that. The changes they made, the results that came from it, the common mistake. This is a case study, a true real-life case study of a small business that was in your position and flipped it around by doing this true case study. Why are you not buying this? There's no commitment. If you don't like it, get rid of it. But my bottom line is you have no excuse not to leverage your business and grow your business. The last thing I want to show you, if you just had a question, for instance, on donut case study, all I have to do is type it in, hit search. Search word is case donut study. Here's everything that comes up in this resource center. So listen, my friends, there is no reason that you should not be on this virtual MBA. I'm going to make an offer right now. I'm going to make the Tiki Hut offer right now. If you email me today or you comment on Facebook today, I'm going to give you the Tiki Hut price for the virtual MBA, and you're going to get it for 12 months. And we're going to do it for, doing some quick math here. It's normally $1,200. We're going to do it for $500. $500. If you say something to me today on Facebook on this chat, it's $500 divided by 12, $41 a month. Tiki Hut people, don't get mad. But some of these people, they got 20-some people hanging on here, and I just want to make sure they have a chance to get into our world and have a chance to see these resources and have a chance to be with us on the morning show, have a chance to grow their company. We are about growing people. Jason, are you okay? Are you okay letting them in, Jason? Jason is an amazing man. Abby, we okay? $41. Matt Raymer, are we okay? I know. Listen, I know you guys came to the Tiki Hut. But let's get them involved. I mean, I can't go through this whole tutorial and not make an offer. It's only today, $41 a month. Hardest thing for me to do is ask for money. It didn't used to be when I was in sales every day, but now I'm in sales. I got to go back. I am not doing my job if I don't make an offer to you to change your life personally, spiritually, and profitably. And this is the railroad tracks that we're running on, baby. All right. You guys have a great day. We're going to do this again. Every one of you on the Tiki Hut Retreat private page, we moved our Zoom call to Wednesday night at 7 p.m. We're going to be a little more organized that way. Everybody's better with a coach. Everybody at the Tiki Hut, I really want you on that call because we're going to review the event. We're going to get a little input on the event, and then we're going to talk about the schedule of your coaching, and then we're going to be moving on down the road. So listen, everybody's better with a coach. Thanks for hanging on. What a day. What a great Fri Fri Friday. Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Let's let it rip potato chip. Let's get on the virtual NBA. Let's change our life. Thank you, guys. You've changed mine. Have a great day. $41 if you comment today in this string. Come on now, somebody.